Ladies and gentlemen, for the 969th time it is, the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called the Black Hand, as well as that guy called the Jew,
What up, bitches?
as well as that lady called Lisa.
It's Farmer Lisa today.
Farmer Lisa in the house, as well as myself, L. Mahoney.
The farmer and the Jew. The farmer and the Jew. How dare you? The farmer and the Jew.
Lovely.
Yeah, what's up with y'all, man? What's good out there today?
I don't know. I think I got the ivy again, damn it.
Well, you stay in the woods.
You know it's from those trees. He keeps fucking with the trees.
Yeah, I seen all that
You
bush.
carried a
brush
bunch
over
of
there.
stuff from there. The same shit that gave you ivy like 2 weeks ago.
So now you just burning the ivy.
I found the culprit of the original
Yeah.
jump. It's that shit way over in the corner right by the road.
You
It's
showed
that
me.
brush looking shit. That's the sumac.
I think it's everywhere.
Yeah. So now you burn it and put the ivy in the air now for the kids that are out there doing the
They
yard
fine, they
sale,
selling,
man.
what they selling? The lug nut and the fucking.
I don't know what the fuck. They got like a little farmhouse thing.
Got a driveway rock.
Dude,
shit they
they're
stole
on some
from the neighbors
bullshit.
too.
They were like, we got $100 penny. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
$100 penny. They are the one. Like I said, the one cat was out there trying to sell an earthworm one time, so they be on shit, bro. I don't know what his price was.
Yeah, they looked at me and was like, we got a yard sale. You don't gotta pay us. I'm like, hey, y'all backwards and y'all ain't making no
What the
bread.
hell? They tell me we gonna lose money out here.
Man, so old Shannon Sharp, man, off of ESPN, set up the lawsuit with the OnlyFans bitch.
I heard he gave her $10 million.
Nah, she got the settlement. I think was for $23 million. So she was asking.
Yeah, that's right.
She
23.
was
He
asking
made
for
22.
50. He wanted to fucking give her 20. So she got $3 extra million out of that shit. But she done fucking put on OnlyFans and she's retiring from OnlyFans, y'all.
I would imagine
She
so.
appreciates her fan base and whatnot, but she's retiring now from OnlyFans.
Okay.
And what did he do? Fuck her, apparently, allegedly?
That's the one that he was fucking on Instagram Live, and you can
No,
hear it.
that wasn't the one.
Not
That
that
was
one?
a different chick. Yeah, her
Wait,
name
Shannon
was
Sharp.
like Melissa something.
He'd been up to some shit.
But he was fucking her, and I guess while he was fucking her, he was trying to choke her.
He was
And she
calling her
didn't wanna be
names
choked.
and choking her.
And then, like, I think he fucked her in the ass. She didn't want to get fucked in the ass. So it
See,
was
Mike,
two of those.
we've been over all this with you about choking and how you got to like make it clear before you start
You
to
got
choke.
an ass. So
Come on, look at
you
here,
gotta- if a bitch says no, you don't continue to choke. Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, look, before my dick even gets hard, I'm gonna choke you when it does. So.
If you can't just put
That's
the dick
how-
in the
that's-
butt.
that's
you
how I
know
get
what
down.
mean? You just can't be like, hey, bitch, here's a dick in your butt.
That's how I was getting down. Yeah, no, you
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute.
Damn it, Andrew.
The initial sex day. But if you, I
We
mean,
had a conversation every time.
after like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you shouldn't really have to ask for that ass.
Well, see, that's the thing. He apparently was fucking with this girl since she was 19.
No, that doesn't count, man. That's
they've
it.
been-
Come on, bro.
they've
It's
been
not like,
doing
I mean,
this
come
shit.
on.
If he's fucked her in the ass a bunch, then yeah, that's kind of like.
Exactly.
If he's been fucking her for whatever, 2 years, 3 years,
years.
Tell me
3
to
years, he
feel
don't
this.
put it in her
You
ass.
gotta tell me to feel the play is
He
shut
don't
down.
put it in her ass
If
before.
that's what's
You
been
can't
going
tell
on.
me in
That's
3
the
years.
other thing. 3 years, he done choked her.
She told him no for 3 years, and all of a sudden now, when he's doing something, when he's worth 23 million, now he cares. Like, come on, bro. But when he was broke, he was listening.
He was worth all
Like,
that
what
the
the
whole
fuck?
time. He used to play in the fucking NFL and shit. The man had money. He had
He
money.
ended up getting more money when he got that ESPN
Yeah,
contract.
because I saw
and
some
the-
shit
and the
where he was in
contract.
this little Denver Bronco outfit, and they told me he only made 22 million that year, but they had to pay the bitch 23. I was like, oh damn, bro. That makes sense.
That's pretty
You
amusing.
would hold $1 million, bro.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. You grind all that for nothing.
You fucked
and still
up.
owe money. Bro.
She ain't never, you know what that bitch ain't never done? Caught a touchdown pass.
Yeah, or nothing.
Yeah.
Talked to John
caught some
Elway.
She caught some balls.
Yeah.
Man. She caught the balls.
That's a different game though.
In the end zone, my girl.
She has a
3
tight
years, you
end.
can't tell me he ain't at least put a thumb in that ass. You know what I mean? There was some kind of quarter sensual shit with that. You know what I mean?
Quarter sensual?
At least a quarter sensual.
Consensual?
Yeah, that too.
Quarter consensual.
Quarter sensual.
So
bro.
I believe is
consensual
what he
and
meant.
consensual.
No. He meant a quarter consensual.
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
Quarter
Yeah, at least a quarter. You already been at 3 years. You
Not-
ain't gonna tell me that you
not
ain't,
like-
you ain't popped in the wrong hole.
Oh my
At
God.
least once.
Well, if you've been told a bunch, no. Like if every time you play with the booty hole, you
There
get
are
told
some
no.
That's
women
fucked
that
up,
will
though.
always say no. There are women in
But
this world
then-
that
but
are
their-
like
their no
completely
also means yes.
anti-
Well, right.
No.
Huh?
Some of them,
Where the fuck
sometimes it's the woman no, but it really means yes. Them eyes keep telling me
The
no,
woman's
but
no.
that body
That's how
telling
I'm
me
telling
yeah. Ooh yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's real life. That happened.
God damn it, this dumb
To the song is proof.
What you got to say, Lisa? I see you stewing. What you got to say?
Nothing. No, I was just thinking like, oh my God, do I need to talk to his children about consent? Because if this motherfucker's out here being like, she says no, but it actually means yes.
Sometimes, not all the time, man. Just
You gotta learn
sometimes.
how to listen to her body, because her body might be singing
You gotta
yes.
see what them eyes say.
Even though she's saying no.
Let's see what them eyes tell you.
Yeah, that's the next thing you hear.
Pay attention. That's how it happens.
Oh
You're like,
my God.
oh, you didn't know? You didn't see that coming?
If them eyes, like, at any point in time start to angle down towards the dick, then that no is at least a maybe.
That's
At
her
the bare
signing
minimum.
up to see if she can
At the bare minimum. Yeah, she just trying to
I
catch a tip.
get it. Some girls probably feel like it would be like gross and they just need a little bit of encouragement, or some girls might actually really be curious. But
Just like when y'all-
sometimes,
Wait,
I
honey,
really
look,
like,
duty is gross.
you need
so
to make
the
them
fact
feel
that duty
safe
could,
enough to want to say yes.
The fact that
but
duty could
if
be
she's been
around.
saying no for 3 years, like that's a bit.
Yeah, that's a little
But
too
then
much. That's a little bit much.
but then there's the yes that turns into the no. Cause I had that happen. Remember when I King Kong that bitch? That's
Oh yeah, they might say yeah until they might see the
Yeah.
angle of the dangle and then be like, I might take that back.
That's what
That's just
happened.
like you catch it up with some strange and you bring it to the crib and you realize it's like throwing a hot dog in the hallway. You know what I mean? You gonna have to figure
I
out
had that
something.
shit too. Gotta
You
figure
know what
out
I mean?
something,
Yeah,
man.
sidewall it or
Cause
something.
I
You know
felt,
what I
I remember that one time, man. I thought I was in the fucking what was it? The down under the nowhere and Get Out when the motherfucker falls in that fucking abyss and he's falling out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That right there. You fall into the abyss, man. That bitch had no walls. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just floating in this motherfucker. Like I'm going sideways this way. Put a leg. I'm not hitting nothing. Like.
you gotta stick some more stuff in there.
Bro, there was no more to stick in.
I'd be like,
I'm there.
Hang it in there, you just
I'm like,
Beer
what
bottle.
the fuck is happening?
stick something in here.
I was like,
me something.
holy shit.
Add to the pressure.
I'm in the abyss right now. What the fuck is happening
You gotta throw
here?
some anal beads in the puss.
Something.
Take up some space.
Clean them first.
That's awful. That's not
Yeah,
fun.
no,
Her
you should
fault.
have fresh ones. I mean, nothing's anybody's fault, Lisa.
I know.
When it comes to the way vaginas and dicks fit together,
Yeah.
that's nobody's real fault.
Yeah, true.
It's just
true.
everybody's like, well, damn, this lineup didn't sync.
Yeah. But you still gotta go strong.
Like
Can't be talking about wrong in these
up in there
streets.
faking it.
You got, man, hey, you gotta get it in. I'ma keep on
He's
grooving.
like, oh, baby, that was great. I'm getting out of here.
My dick didn't go limp, so I'm like, I gotta try to finish some kind of way here. Just try to finish strong. It is what it is.
So yeah, all kinds of craziness is going on since the last time we were all together.
That's
Everybody,
right. This is the first time we've been together in what, a month?
people dying,
Yeah, at least a month.
all kinds of craziness going on in the world.
Yeah, what? Ozzy?
Ozzy, Hogan,
I don't know if it was just some AI shit I
Theo.
seen, but Ozzy, they was talking about Ozzy done left some special request for Eminem to do something, carry out his legacy or some shit I was reading about. I don't know. I don't know if that's AI, but if Eminem were to write like a Ozzy track or something like that, because he's like heavy metal, like screaming and shit, right? Ozzy. Well, no, because he had Crazy Train, right? That was him, right?
Crazy Train, yeah.
Yeah, that was like regular. But I think Eminem would write a good fucking rock, like a heavy metal jump.
Oh yeah, I think he could too. I think Eminem could
Like a lot better than like when Lil Wayne tried
that
it.
he puts his mind to.
Well, especially because at this point he can afford all the best production, whoever's going to make that
And if it's a
music.
shout out to Ozzy, that jump will be off the chain. You know what I mean? I feel.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything like that, but more power to
I only
him.
saw that right right around the time he died. You know what I mean? I ain't seen shit since then. You know what I mean? Now it's just him talking about Happy Gilmore shit, which is pretty good.
Was good. We watched
y'all watched the second one?
Yep.
Which one?
Happy Gilmore
Gilmore
2.
too.
Oh, you liked it?
I did. I liked it. I thought it was cute. I did. I liked it. I liked
I haven't seen it.
Sandler.
I don't have the
It was alright.
Netflix.
It was more heartfelt than like Dick and
That's what
Clark
people were
humor.
saying, like,
it got me. Like I was like, oh, that's a beautiful story. Like it
They
yeah.
said because people were looking for humor, they were like, "Oh, shit sucks." It was more like a tribute. And fucking, you had the cameos. Everybody, he had his whole family in that bitch. All
Yeah.
his daughters and his wife were
His
all
wife
this
was in it,
motherfucker.
yeah.
He had a lot of people in there, man. He had
Travis Kelsey,
almost-
Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny did great.
I saw
probably
there were
had-
72 cameos.
Yeah, he had it. I think he had every goddamn professional golfer in that bitch.
Well, but that makes sense.
Every professional golfer was in that.
But there was a
motherfucker.
lot of them in the first one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, maybe just Lee Trevino or whoever the guy was.
Yeah, there was a couple in the first one, but this one was a lot. Like they played a lot. Like Freddie Couples was in that joint a lot. Jack Nicholson
He's in,
and Arnold Palmer was asking for teas with lemonade, and basically an Arnold Palmer he's ordering shit like that. Let me try something with tea and lemonade or something like blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like whatever, bro. It was alright.
It was alright. It was cute. I liked
It
it.
wasn't as good as the first one, of course, but
Of course.
The first one
more
just
funny as shit.
has you rolling.
Well,
the
but the
whole time.
those two movies that Adam Sandler did, Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, those are like
iconic comedy.
top
I hope they
tier.
don't try to do Billy Madison again.
Those are the
because I
top
don't think
tier.
they can make that one funny. I don't know how you could change that to make that funny.
You'd have to have him grown up and having his own little fuck
Yeah, but
up
then
kid.
but then it's got to be better than that fucking Rodney Dangerfield jump when he went to
Back to
college.
school, yeah.
It's not gonna be better
Yeah,
than that.
Rodney Dangerfield,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
that
It can't be better than that. So what route can you go? You know what I mean? But I don't think he'd fuck with that. He had to make a lot of money on that film.
Well, he got to deal with Netflix, man, because a lot of his shit he does, he gets dropped on Netflix.
All he does is Netflix.
Yeah.
He's got an exclusive deal with Netflix, and he just makes
Because
movies
he
for
had
Netflix.
a series
Yeah, he
on
get paid
Netflix,
that.
yeah.
But
That's
he
why
had
that shit
all the
out there.
classic OGs in there.
Yeah,
Except
I
for
just,
maybe them two cats on Little Nicky. I don't remember ever seeing them. Black haired dude and the one. That guy was in there, but I don't remember seeing. He might have died though. I don't even know who the fuck that guy was.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people in those movies that I just no clue.
yeah, I just watched the Bloodlines. What is it? Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh goddamn!
Oh yeah, how was that?
Just like the rest of them.
It was very mediocre, but I mean, it does tie them all together. Like basically saying that fucking the whole reason why all this shit really happened in Final Destination is because this one moment in time in the 50s.
Like a butterfly flapped its wings when a nuclear bomb went off.
Yeah,
and
the
then-
one girl has this premonition and fucking she ends up saving everybody at this fucking Sky Needles kind of thing, and everybody survived and everybody wasn't supposed to survive, so death's been coming and killing all these motherfuckers off, and that's why you got all the Final Destinations.
Does it not have like a death character with like the hood and the sickle and he's like rolls up?
Nah, you just know death's
Bill
coming
and
when the
Ted.
wind blows.
Like
you know
Bill
what I
and
mean?
Ted, I'd hire the guy from Bill and Ted.
What's
Lost
his
Journey
name?
that played Death, and I would be like, "Yo, dog,
What's his name? Candyman. It's the last role Candyman plays, so he's in it.
Candyman's in it."
And they explained
still
it.
But he's not Candyman,
Nah.
right?
I still is the new one. What was that? Candyman 3 or 2?
What, the new Candyman that
newest
came
one,
out?
yeah.
That was a remake. It's kind of a remake, but like a post Candyman. So that it takes place as after the Candyman, the first Candyman came out. It takes place sometime after that, and they just explain the history of it. And the guy goes to try to find out who Candyman is, and ends up like possessing the spirit of Candyman. It's fucked up. They didn't do it right.
It ain't all that good.
Hell no, I hated it.
We hated it. Hated it.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Yo, you gotta get that on there.
Hold up.
Hated it.
There it is.
Classic.
But like, you know, it explains his character in all the fucking Final Destinations. It explains him. You
So
know,
there's one guy in all the Final Destinations?
Yeah, the Undertaker.
The old man, right? Or whatever
The
it
black
is.
dude, the Candyman, the guy.
Candyman's in all the Final Destinations?
Yeah, that's right. The
They
black
all
dude.
come to him and try to figure out how, cause they're like, he's tied to everything some kind of way, and he's telling these motherfuckers you can't cheat death. But fucking it, but he explains himself basically. I mean, it ties them all together. It's just the CGI in it is just too much. Like the battery powered lawnmower that kills a dude. I ain't never seen a battery powered lawnmower as powerful as this motherfucker cut on.
Cutting down trees and shit like that, taking out oak
Like
trees
the
and shit.
motherfucking goddamn lawnmower pops a goddamn Willie and holds the bitch, you know?
Hell yeah.
Across the land of this motherfucker's face and cuts him up.
Oh, she ready.
You know what I mean?
That's pretty amusing.
Like the kills in it were just stupid dumb.
So it was absurd. It was
Yeah.
absurdist horror and not like
yeah, it
creepy
really was.
to real horror.
What was
Like-
that movie we watched the other night, baby? The one with the basements.
The barbarian.
That shit was gross. We watched a horror movie
it was,
together, guys.
Oh really? You actually watched
Got
it?
hit. Did you to watch a horror movie?
I can watch horror movies. I just can't watch them jump scares. And this one wasn't too bad. This was.
Psychological thrillers are way better.
It would
than
never
zombies.
happen though because the main character was actually a black chick, and like it started by they both rented an Airbnb. She rented an Airbnb, and there was already a white boy staying at the Airbnb, but
And he was the
there
guy
a
that
basement.
played it.
There was a basement that went
Clown.
down, like it went.
But he wasn't
there was a
dressed like a
hidden
clown.
No.
and then there was another
Just creepy.
stairwell down to a
Yeah.
dungeon.
Yeah.
Down in the dungeon was this fucking Mongolian. Well, she looked like a Mongolian bitch, but basically she was just an incested chick. Cause there was a dude who they showed at the end. I don't know what he was doing. I guess he was. I don't know. The homeless guy said that for 40 years they just been fucking each other, popping out kids and shit like that, right? So this Mongolian little bitch was down there in the basement, and she had a video playing of how to breastfeed. So
It was gross. There was like a whole scene where she's like basically raping, breastfeeding this character, like forcing her nasty. Yeah,
the
it's
little,
just.
the little white boy off of the Die Hard jump.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
hated it.
so, but
was
originally it was a white dude and a black dude, and the Mongolian chick killed the white dude, like took his head, just beat him against the wall for like 12 times till the motherfucker died. And then I guess she held the one black chick captive.
So they did like a Leatherface.
I guess then she was
Texas
like
Chainsaw.
she would like feed the
Sorta,
she would like
yeah.
fill a bottle of milk up and like feed the people down in the cage and shit.
Yeah, she basically was like
What was this fucking horrific movie?
barbarian.
Barbarian. It was alright. It wasn't really like. It wasn't like I had to sit there, like I had to watch the whole thing. I gotta get up, take a shit, if I had to take a shit, kind of like, you know what I mean? But it was a.
So like you wouldn't hit pause if you had to go do something.
No.
because
Background.
you know what I mean. Basically, that's all it is. Is really just people running from this bitch who fucking comes out at night and hides in the basement and like the one scene she just ripped the dude's arm off and then beat him with it.
Yeah.
Is what it looked like.
She's very violent.
Like it's real gory, but it's up close gory, so you can't really see exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? But I guess there was some. It didn't really seem like a
Yeah.
horror to me. It almost seemed like a suspense
Slasher.
thriller, almost like not even a slasher because
There
nobody
wasn't that
died.
much death. Yeah, there
The only
wasn't.
person that died was that white boy again when she
Hit
fucking
him up against the wall.
put it, she equalizer threed him and just jabbed his eyes and then she did like this and then split his head apart. I mean that's how she killed him. But they weren't like faces of death. You were looking right at it. You know what I mean? You just saw the back butterfly. But horror wise, I don't really. There was maybe only one scene. There was like probably 2 jump scares. And then maybe the one scene where the bitch was crawling out the crawl space window, and then the little thing was coming out
So now
like
that
reaching
explains a lot
forward or
of shit.
So at
something
least
like
it did the
that.
jump scares jump him.
No, they jumped me though. Yeah.
So that's why you can't.
Well, I know how to look away because I know what's getting ready to happen.
So that's why
You actually looked away? Did you close your eyes with your hands over your
So
eyes?
that's why you can't do a haunted house, because you can't do motherfuckers jumping out at you.
Yeah, because I'm
He's
gonna punch him. If I'm in
he's-
real life, I'm gonna punch him.
Or he's gonna have a heart
I'm gonna kick
attack.
him in the nuts. Or I'm gonna have a heart attack.
He's having a heart attack, or he's gonna fucking punch somebody.
That's fucking funny.
Fight or flight is more
Yeah.
like
Stiff
heart
jab.
attack or fight.
That's your option. Stiff jab, bitch agree, or all ass. Forrest Gump, Jackie Chan, or Little Tiffany in the dark stairs. That's the 3 you're after to go get.
Oh my god.
Said Forrest Gump.
Maybe combine.
A little bit of
Maybe
everybody.
do judo tap with the scream on the sprint takeoff.
He's gonna punch you and run like Forrest Gump while screaming like a little girl and crying. He's gonna like literally.
Y'all everyone come here! My dive's on you!
You know what's fucked
It's
up?
on you!
I got so many things in my algorithm now that it's just like scary shit from sending it to Mike when I see it.
Yeah.
Like now my
Because,
algorithm's
hey,
like
speaking of
a
shit,
quarter ghost shit.
You know that comedian Matt Rife or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He bought the Conjuring house. Like
No way.
he bought the house. It said
What?
he bought comedian Matt Rife purchased the home that the Conjuring was based on, and he is now the legal guardian of the original Annabelle doll and 700 other cursed artifacts.
All in the same house?
Yeah, because they kept all that shit in the house.
Well,
instead
he
of the
just bought
basement.
himself a whole bunch of material for the next
Shit.
however long.
Well, unless he wants to be stupid enough to fuck with any
Look
of
at
it.
look at. I wouldn't even.
It's gonna end poorly.
No, you know what I
It's
would
gonna end
do?
poorly. He's gonna like make a whole tour about fucking owning that
If I was
Conjuring
him-
house. He's gonna come home and he's gonna die. Annabelle's gonna
If I was him, I would just put it on. I would just put it up on Airbnb and never go there. I would never go there. I'd be like, it's 2,000 a night on Airbnb. Go get you some. And then people like Mike would go down there and stay with like a group of 5. Everybody's in 400. That's a good deal.
Yeah, it is.
And then he'd be
It
down
is.
there like with like recordings and doing all sorts of shit. Like
I do wonder what he's gonna do with it.
that's what I would do.
He's probably gonna do what you just said.
I say don't fucking steal anything or it's your ass because it's probably cursed shit anyway.
But I wouldn't
I ain't
be
even
fucking
going
with.
there.
You don't play with fucking shit that's
I'm
already
saying,
fucking. You don't.
I would
play with
hire
that.
a guy to mow the lawn, and I would just have the electricity cut off to the house. And I'd be like, yeah, it's just like that. There's no electricity. You go down there, you do your fucking thing, you bring battery packs or whatever you want, but there's no electricity. Like, there's nothing, no hot wires to burn the house down.
Nah. But yeah, he bought that shit, didn't you? Yeah. This motherfucking football player. Where the fuck is this shit at? Because I saved this shit for y'all. Here it is. Christian Wilkinson. Christian Wilkins.
Wilkinson.
No, it's just Wilkins. Christian Wilkins.
Wilkins.
Yep.
I like Wilkinson.
He
Sounds funny.
got let go from the Raiders, and they were like, you know, because I guess he kissed some dude on the forehead, but they were like, you know, but it's more than
Is
that.
that why?
It's more than that because they had a reel of what this motherfucker was like doing. He was grabbing motherfuckers' dicks and shit.
Oh,
like,
no.
yeah, like he, on the this is during the game. This is on the field. He fucking tackled a
Did he at
motherfucker.
least say no homo?
No, he went down. You see this motherfucker go down.
It doesn't
and
work.
grab the
You
man's shit.
you can't grab the dick and be like, pause.
Nah, you know what I mean? It doesn't work that way. But now the motherfucker, like the dude, he tackles the dude, he gets up, and the dude's like on the ground, like there's another dude still on top of him trying to get up. That motherfucker goes to the pile, goes up underneath the pile, grabs the motherfucker's shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? Apparently he does this a lot in games. He just grabs dude's shit when he tackles him. He's like, as he gets up or he gets in the dog pile, he goes grabs the dick. Yeah. I'm like, what the f- they had this whole fucking reel. I thought I sent it, but I didn't.
Fuck, man.
Well, that's
I'm
like back when Dwight Howard was grabbing dick on the sidelines.
Yeah,
Dwight
yeah.
Howard would be sitting on the bench and just
And you
reach
heard what
over.
happened to him, right? No, not Dwight Howard. Who was it that got, not Rollins, who had the fucking illegal gambling ring?
Oh, that was Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas
yeah.
had a house in L.A. They were using this like a a casino or some shit, and he got arrested, man.
But he
He's been
got
arrested.
out the same day though.
Yeah, but like they still might lock his ass up for a
Oh,
long
yeah.
time if he's really involved in like illegal gambling
Illegal
on that
gambling,
scale.
yep.
Like of like a mansion
The
full of
motherfucker
fucking.
had valet, dealers, had all this shit. Like they said if he didn't have any of that shit, like if he was out there just dealing the cards himself and all that, they wouldn't have mattered. But you have shit set up like a casino, oh, you fucked up.
Yeah, he's had out drinks for free and shit. He's got a comedian showing up at 11.
Oh, he's killing the game.
Like, I mean, I imagine it was like that. Like literally like a Diddy party, only we're just
Without the
gambling.
baby
Yeah,
on
no
and a
game,
whole bunch
just
of
a pause.
fucking.
Yeah, it's a
Diddy
no
party
Diddy
on
party.
pause.
It's a no Diddy party.
This is Diddy Party Pause.
Yeah. Says a Diddy party pause.
That means all things but no gay shit.
All the things but no gay shit. So take out the
Immediately
baby
gone.
oil.
You're immediately gone.
Let's have a not gay Diddy party.
Only thing you're allowed to put on is bug spray. You ain't allowed to have nothing else on.
Let's see if I set this shit.
The other thing, what I'm kind of, I want to try to see Naked Gun. I think Naked Gun gonna be
I
alright.
think it's gonna be good too.
I don't know.
I saw.
I'm not gonna go out and see it. Of course, I'm not gonna pay $40 to watch the movie theater. I'm waiting for it comes out. But I think it's gonna be pretty good.
When I
I
saw
wait for
an
somebody to tell
article,
me how
I saw an article that said that its joke per minute rate is absolutely unfuckwittable. That like you were laughing at jokes, they couldn't hear other jokes because of laughing at this joke. They were like, you're gonna have to rewatch it because there's so many jokes. And I don't know. The only last time I remember that really happening was I was at a sneak preview of How High. And that movie is fucking funny as shit. Like it's relentlessly funny in my opinion. At least it was that day. And fuck, if it gets anywhere close to that, like it really might be all right.
I think it's gonna be alright.
I haven't
think it might
seen-
get a little corny because it looks like it's a lot of,
slapstick.
like a lot of comments of fucking Liam Neeson just putting his little
It's-
fancy ass
it's
shenanigans
it's
in.
just
You know what I
dry
mean? It's
shit.
not like
Yeah.
how Naked Gun was more action comedy. You know what I mean? Like when they was in the condom and shit like that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of scenes there
I
were
don't
no
think of
words
that
and
as
shit.
action comedy.
That's what I'm saying. There was a lot of, but there was a lot of no word comedy in
There was-
there,
there
as
was like a
opposed to like
preview.
these are just like catchphrases that
There was-
Liam might say or some shit
There
like
was a
that. you know what I
preview
mean?
and he was like, take a seat, and she was like, thank you, and she
And she
grabbed it and
dragged
just
his
dragged it
seat.
out of the room. And I was like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be that kind of movie. But I don't know if it's true or not, but I think Liam
They're
Neeson
dating.
might be dating Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
That's the thing now.
Oh, he's damn. All right.
Right?
Yeah. I've definitely
Well, you
seen
can't
that
have
in
her for
my
maybe about
celebrity
10
Reddit
years.
feed.
Say what?
Good
You
on
can't
her.
have her, but maybe about 10 years.
Oh,
That man,
he's-
it can't be no 60 or 70. What? She got to be 50 at least.
Oh,
No,
She's in her 60s, babe.
yeah,
She's in
dude.
her 60s.
Yeah, they both got to be 60.
She got some age on
It
her.
ain't like, you know, he's 80 or 90
She looks
out here.
beautiful though. I
She looks
respect
good.
her so much for not doing all the Botox and like all the facial stuff. I think she has had Botox before, but she goes out with no makeup. That's like her big thing now. She doesn't wear makeup ever.
I like that in a woman.
Me
That's
too.
what I'm looking for.
She's naturally
A
beautiful. She
makeup-free
doesn't
lady.
need it. When you get to be a certain age, like you can use it to mask whatever, but like putting that much shit on your face just ages you more, I think.
Yeah.
You don't look as good either, if you look good. That's how it works. You look just fine without makeup, if you look good.
Oh, here it is. I'm gonna say I found it. Now I found it. I'm gonna send it to y'all. This motherfucker grabbing that nigga's dick.
No.
We've
Yep.
talked about that enough, Mike. We don't need to watch
No,
it.
I'm just gonna send it to you.
Mike, we was past that, bro. Why you got to
Yeah.
go back?
Bring it
Because
back.
it's in my,
I've been doing that the whole time, bro. You've been dick searching the whole time. We've been
You've
over
been
here
looking.
talking,
Let me
man.
see if I can find this video of this dude grabbing dick again.
I'm going through my
Damn it,
stuff.
man.
If I see it, y'all gotta see it.
That's some bullshit.
I ain't got my phone. It's lost.
Babe, can you pass me the
Nope.
thing, please?
There, well, that did the trick, I think. Oh, please.
Oh. Don't hit it hot. There ain't much in there. I ain't got shit in the grinder.
You're fine.
Get some.
I don't ever hit it hot.
Yeah, pull slow.
I mean, not like that. Not like that. You dirty motherfuckers. Come on. I just mean I don't like, hit that hard. Like when I'm
She wants it to be soft and grow.
I think he got me a thing the other day of a little cartridge pen, and I thought it was broken, and this motherfucker just starts chewing, like pulling hard, like sucking the life out of this fucking thing, and then finally like gets like a mouthful of smoke, and he was like, "Baby, you just gotta suck it like it's my dick." I was like, okay, I see
Put
you.
some force in that thing.
Yeah,
girl.
pull hard like there's something that you want to get out of it.
You almost where the vein pop out, you know what I mean? I almost got it. All right, now breathe.
Yep.
This motherfucker telling you how to suck a motherfucking thing. That's even worse, though.
You got to pull, girl.
Well, I didn't realize it was clogged. Like, I thought it just.
Well, it should have been. I never seen one brand new clogged, dude. I mean, usually it's wait till they almost get it to the end or they
I
start
don't
doing
know,
that dumb
man.
shit.
They're all, I don't know, I hate those things.
I love them because I can lay in bed and smoke, and it doesn't stink up the whole house. It doesn't, like, my kids don't
only
are none
ones-
the wiser. Like,
The only ones that I ever really liked, and that's what I hear a lot of, is people with those like it because they can do it around wherever and it's all good.
yeah, this motherfucker was hitting it at a family, basically, birthday party for a 70-year-old yesterday. We're all sitting around. None of these people smoke weed. He's out there just casually hitting his cart pen, blowing it behind him. Like, nobody was any the wiser. But I was sitting there and I was like, this motherfucker straight chiefing at this table of strangers at this family reunion, basically, that we got invited to.
The only time I've ever really liked
It was
them
cracking me up.
is when they're from the West Coast and there's something really good, or when
I think that the shit now out here is just as good as it would have been, like, from the
I
West
just
Coast.
don't trust it.
Really? Why?
It's not regulated.
Because it's not regular, it's not tested.
Like, I know what I can get out of like a seed, but I don't know what I can get out of some glass vial. You know what I mean?
See, because I vape this, I think that I'm immune to that kind of thinking.
Well,
I've
like-
long abandoned my fear of like
back in the day-
jelly-filled lung cancer that I'm probably getting from this shit. So I'm like, sweet, something that's convenient to
No, I
smoke
love
out
that.
of. Yeah.
But the only other time that I ever really liked it was when they the store had those C cells that were like whatever, they were disposables.
Yeah.
They had like a rosin like core that was filled, and then there was like a battery thing, and you just click it together, and it was done. And they were pushing those out, like the bottom lit up. It looked real official, and they hit great. They were great. And then they would stop, the light would flash, and you were done.
So you're
And
in
you just
love with
throw it
that
out.
type of.
That type,
Yeah.
I like enough that I would buy my own and a press and make my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I still wouldn't trust it to not smell. You know, get that fire. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say though, it is nice. Like we were on our way up to that party yesterday, and man realized he forgot his bag of weed. But like we live in a day and age now, you literally can just look up dispensary. We were
Yeah, you're right
1.3
there.
miles away. Like it was perfect. We just like skirt,
Is
stopped
that-
real quick, bought a little cartridge. We were on our way to the party, like crisis averted. It just, I was tripping because I was just like, God, I remember fucking like back in the day when we were younger.
Yeah,
it
you
would be
forgot your
like,
shit. You're like, God damn it.
yeah, because like you don't know anybody that you could just
How
like
the
go
fuck
off the
can I
street
find this
corner
somewhere?
and
Yeah, you can't just store
grab
bud.
a baggie. Like, nah, that shit was super inconvenient if you forgot it.
Yep.
We
It's just a different era now.
We've lived to a different era.
Yeah,
kinda wild.
I was just gonna fucking suck through it, but then it was like half a mile away. I was like, oh no, right turn.
Duh.
We're gonna make this happen. Fuck it.
And we did.
Right at that point in time, we damn near like at 50 up here near Fairfax. So I'm like,
Yeah.
we ain't getting traffic ain't getting no better or worse.
Nope.
Ain't getting no better or
You're right
worse
in the
up,
middle
up
of
this
it, so-
What would
motherfucker.
you go to the Hella Beyond up there?
Yeah, up there.
We're up the exit.
On the corner
Up Chainbridge, I
Yep.
think, or near
123.
Chainbridge, I think, or something. Yeah, right there.
Right there, the
on
intersection.
Fairfax Boulevard. And
Yeah. somewhere around there,
Sitting
yeah.
right up on the hill.
Yeah.
We were
across from
heading
the
up.
29 Diner.
We was
Uh-huh.
heading up to Braddock, somewhere up in there, Rock Hill or some shit like that, somewhere
Rose
near
Hill.
Rose Hill or somewhere right up
Yeah.
in there. Not quite DC, but
That's all right.
Alexandria or Arlington.
That's
maybe or
well
something.
played.
But yeah.
Very well played. And they had a
Very farther-
nice. So
yeah.
they had a nice cartridge there.
Yeah, I just
That
gonna get the regular disposal junk that I always be getting, but
I got a little more faith in that because that is regulated.
I don't get a flower from them boys though because I don't really like their flower. Their flower don't get me high like the DC flower do.
Fine.
But one of them carts that all these places sell, yeah, $35. Yeah, all right, that's fine. Swipe the card.
You could swipe the card there.
Yeah.
Man,
Cause that shit I be using at work. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I ain't gonna be firing up the bowl.
Oh, no, I
Working
get
down
that.
there in these holes though, man, that's what I used to do on the last job, man. I would just get down in the ditch and be like, let me know when the ball's coming out the shitter.
Yeah, but see now you supervise.
Fire that all up, blowing on out there, you know,
Now
reefer,
you
because
are the boss.
we didn't have carts like that back then, you know what I mean? But
Oh yeah.
we put the bowl back in my pocket and the first like, what's that smell you got there? I don't know, man, what the fuck going on? Hurry up. Smell that glue, you right.
But see, the crazy part is this motherfucker had the bowl in his pocket. I remember having the one hitter all the time. I just carried the one
I
hitter.
never was one for the one hitter though, man. I never
That's
was
all
like,
that motherfucker need. Just hit that
Too harsh.
motherfucker.
yeah.
That
Well,
was
I mean,
my
I would make tools back then too. Like I would smoke out of like a wire nut and shit. You know what I mean? When times get tight, or a can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
You know, or like one of them little metal lead drop-in things. You know what I mean? Make
I
a
mean,
little
you
bowl
taught me
out
how
of
to
it.
make the bongs years and years ago.
Yeah.
With the dribble.
Yeah, drill
Yeah.
long. Yeah.
It's a good technique.
Yep.
If you can find a piece of glass to do it with.
Now it's just finding that vase that. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
that
they don't really make them big, tall, sexy motherfuckers.
They
anymore.
don't sell at fucking Berlin and Coat
Yeah,
Factory.
Burlington Coat Factory. Yeah, how the
I
fuck?
used to be crushing Berlin and Coat Factories back in the day.
Getting ball
dog.
pieces from Burlington Coat Factory.
That was
Nice one too,
shit.
about 20. It had to be about 2 foot.
There was about a foot and there was a 1.5 foot one. It's two different options. You can get one that was probably about 14 inches. The other one was probably about 20.
Yeah, I never got the small joint. I would always get the tall boy.
Yeah. And they both worked really well.
Hell yeah.
They were great.
No, the times have changed.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh no, not really. I got a whole case of those grommets sitting down there in the basement. I'm just waiting on to
if
find
I
the right
can
little
find
vase.
If
You
I
know
can
what I
find the
mean?
right vase, yeah.
Find the right vase in a stem now.
Yeah, because I got one somewhere at one point. I don't think I've ever put a stem into it, but I might have tried and broke it. Because that's the other thing. Sometimes the glass can't take the
Yeah,
process.
sometimes and sometimes the glass ain't angled right.
Or you go in too much. You got to really take it easy. Like I found that if I just took my time to get the hole in and then took my time to work it out, it was fine.
Yeah.
But if I got in a rush, I'd split it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You get it too hot and just crack the
Yeah, I
whole
was just throw
thing.
water on it to cool it down too. Also, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that'll split it too if you're not careful.
Also, too, yeah, cold water. But yeah. Nah, it ain't, like I said, I made a lot of them since then, but they ain't been the right bottle. Like I think I tried to make one out of the Captain bottle,
Yeah, you
but
did that a
it
couple
was
of years back.
too overly.
Yeah, they don't
you know
work.
what I mean? I tried a little Woodford Reserve, but it was like the little 375 joint. You,
You know what
I mean? So
might
not a lot of
work?
good surface area.
A bottle of Louis Trey, but that would be a travesty. An empty bottle you could sell for $300 something. You know what I mean?
Expensive bone.
Yeah, dude, too much.
Sale price gotta
Especially
be,
when you got to drill a hole in it.
Yeah.
gotta be 420 sale price on that bitch. Time material, $300 base. Goddamn,
Shit.
$300.
$300 a vase, man. I'm selling a Louis Trey bong for like the price of a new bottle of Louis Trey with liquor in it. $1,200, $1,500.
Really?
Absolutely. If I took that $300 bottle, like that's a liquor bottle that you could spend big money on, like $1,800 I think for a bottle of that shit.
That's fucking crazy.
And you could sell the fucking empty bottles for like $300. So if you cop an empty bottle, you could actually put a bong into it. That'd be pretty neat.
Looking better fucking pay some bills too. Fuck.
Shit. That's that
Yeah, that's a
stuff.
lot of money.
That's that stuff that they pulled out of a shipwreck off the coast of Japan that was underwater
I
for
was
Yeah,
wondering why the
like
fuck
you
it was so
said.
expensive. I was sitting here, I was like, I'm gonna have to Google this shit.
It's like
Dick,
800
she
years old.
fucking-
It's Remy Martin, Louis Trey.
She fucking gold sparks out. What the fuck she do for that drink and shit?
But that shit, man, I tried it once, man.
Seriously.
Fuck. Made me feel horrible.
Really?
That's so
Probably.
full of shit. So much nitrates and sulfites and old ass. I mean, it was delicious, and I really drank it correctly. Like I took tiny little sips. You know, I was at a rich dude's house, like a rich motherfucker.
Yeah.
And they were like, "You want some liquor?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me." Oh shit, y'all got Louis Trey? And they were like, "Yeah, you want some?" And I was like, "I guess I have to have some."
If it's here, it's offered.
It's
Like,
here, and I can have it. Like, yeah, I'll
let
have
me
some
see.
of that.
Let me see what it's working with.
And it wasn't, I didn't have much. You know, I mean, we're talking like maybe a pinky worth. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Maybe a little more. Maybe just a regular finger worth.
Yeah.
You know, a finger, just a finger of liquor. And God almighty, the headache I had for the next like 4 hours,
Yeah.
just like almost instantly. I got out to my car to leave, and that was all I'd had. I just had a glass of Louis Trey. I didn't drink anything else.
Yeah.
Other than water or whatever I was normally, you know, no other alcohol. And boy, man, my head was just kicking.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, it was rough. Not worth it in my opinion.
I'll keep that in mind if I ever come across it.
Yeah, if it's free, absolutely.
Yeah, forever like somewhere on a yacht or something.
It's kind of magical to
Just trying to think of
behold.
like what fantasy world this would happen.
Yeah,
Like if you could taste it, it's kind of worth
I don't know
tasting.
people with yachts.
But yeah, those motherfuckers got
Got
yachts.
1,800 vials of alcohol.
Yeah,
Fuck.
they got it like that. They got some big money.
Apparently we got an alien spaceship heading towards us.
That's fine.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Spaceballs?
No, it ain't Spaceballs.
At first they thought it was
the
like an
vacuum?
asteroid. It's like
Is it the vacuum
It's
cleaner?
running like a weird trajectory, and it's going to go
Yeah.
by at a weird angle, and an angle that we can't do anything to catch it or go,
intercept whatever.
intercept it or see it or
Sounds
whatever.
like it's the vacuum cleaner.
It's
So-
sort of like it's planned. Like we'll go by this way because they don't have the tech to come see us. Because we're just going to see them. Maybe it's the Anunnaki or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Let's check on these motherfuckers real quick. Keep the door locked though. Keep
Yeah,
the door
for real.
locked.
Keep the door locked.
Keep the windows up. Windows up, kids.
I wonder where is it like headed? What trajectory? Like where on Earth is it destined to land?
It's not landing.
It's
It's,
not
sweeping
landing. It's just
past.
going by.
It's gonna go hit like the
Oh,
orbit of
they're spying,
Mars.
They're just peeking on us.
Well, like we're gonna be here, and like the trajectory of Mars is out here. It's gonna curve by in between us and the Mars trajectory, closer to Mars' trajectory, but not anywhere close to Mars.
And they're not
And then it's
saying
gonna-
it's a rock or anything. It's definitely aliens.
Well, they
It ain't
thought it was a
definitely
comet. Yeah, they thought it was a comet. They're like, it's not a comet anymore.
It definitely nothing. Then that's just its path. But if it changes its
Yeah.
path, then it's definitely a fucking alien spaceship.
Says it's supposed to come by, let's see, October 29th.
All right for Halloween. How about that?
Yeah.
How fancy.
Great time for aliens
Yeah.
to come visit.
How fancy.
The Anunnaki show
The
back
only
up.
time they can show up is Halloween, walk around, like they say,
Like remember when E.T. was walking around during Halloween?
yeah, that's what they say about fucking death and all that stuff. Like that's the only time demons can come out and actually walk around amongst us during Halloween.
You believe that, Mike?
No, they always around you.
Yeah. They don't just come out on a Thursday, once a year.
Trick or treat with these little motherfuckers.
Hey.
Oh, that's it. Now I remember. The fucking dildo that got thrown on the court at the WNBA game.
Oh my God.
Threw that motherfucker right on the court.
The team.
The teams that were playing.
Let's see, this happened in not Atlanta.
Yep.
Damn it.
It happened in Atlanta.
Son of a
Atlanta Dream and Golden State.
God damn it. I was gonna say, it sounded like, originally I'm like, that's some hot Atlanta shit, but then I'm like, nah, that ain't no Atlanta. That might be, I
Threw a
don't know.
goddamn neon green dildo on the court.
Big one?
Yeah.
Double-headed?
Person arrested for throwing sex toy.
Hell yeah. What's the problem with that? That can't be no different than throwing a hat.
Yeah.
Created a projectile. You threw a projectile.
And there's no telling if it's been in a puss or not, or
Well,
a booty
alright,
hole,
but- so you can't
or
throw
what
a
kind of
What
funk
kind of
man.
dildo are we talking about here, boys?
But you can't throw hats out no more to people? That's not a projectile?
It's a neon green.
That thing's sad. Come on.
If they would have thrown it and it had one of the suction cups like the fucking dark
And it
game,
would've landed?
and if it would have landed on
Yeah.
the court straight up,
You can't arrest that guy.
yeah,
Yo,
You can't arrest that guy.
that shit would have been priceless.
You can't arrest that guy. Somebody has to
If you
scream
can
be
hit the
perfect.
backboard with it and get it to stick, boop, 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 boop.
I was aiming for the court. If I get on the court and that motherfucker just up,
I'm going for the
Upright.
backboard. I'm going for
Be
the backboard.
legendary.
You might have to
It'd be
lick the base
legendary.
because
or to get the
So
stick.
they got in trouble? So they got in trouble for doing that?
yeah, the dude got arrested.
WNBA game halted once again after sex toy flies onto
Once
the court.
again,
Once
this has
again,
happened before.
Second time this has happened
A
apparently.
dildo?
Second
Maybe.
time this week. WNBA game halted once
trying
again after sex
Who's
toy
doing
flies.
this? These people.
The first sex toy was thrown during a Golden State Valkyries game against the Atlanta Dream on Tuesday.
So it's in Atlanta.
That was the first one.
These fucking hot Atlanta bitches, man.
However, during the second half, Patton threw a green sex toy onto the court. Hey now, this marks the second time during the week that it was tossed on a court
What's
in
the
the middle of the
charges
game.
for that? throwing something at somebody? What is that, assault?
It can be.
Broadcast caught
On the
footage
whole team?
of a green sex toy being thrown on the sidelines just shy of the court.
He literally did it on camera. He was like, right
Yeah.
while they're filming
They
him.
got too many cameras.
Yeah.
And plus,
I'm sure.
there was a person in the audience pointing the motherfucker out like, yo, it was this guy right
Yeah,
here.
there's always a Karen and a Ken.
Referee quickly blew the whistle and halting the game, and the announcers were saying, got a whistle away from the basketball. Second referee went over and took the object and kicked it off the sidelines, kicking the dick.
Yeah.
Then another
He
staff
wasn't about
member
to pick that shit up. You
picked
guys
it up
wanted
with
to
a
do that.
towel to remove
Yeah.
it from the vicinity.
Oh my god, sloppy.
But then, again, first off, how the fuck do you get it past security?
Yeah, where are you carrying that in
You
your
pull
pocket?
it out of your booty hole, and then you throw that stanky
Well, all they do
motherfucker
is
down on
warn
the
you.
court.
They don't pat you down. You can put it right here.
That's
Sometimes you do get pat down.
Not Hot Atlanta. They got to figure everybody's got a blade or something. They got Don fucking screen everybody down there in Hot Atlanta.
But then if you got that in something, if you pull it out your orifice
See, it appears to
and
be
throw it onto the
it
court,
appears to be green both times though, so maybe there's some sort of connection.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who's pranking? Like, what is this? What's happening right now?
We're not exactly
What-
sure where it came
what
from.
internet meme caused this bullshit? You know?
Now, who plays in Atlanta?
Oh my gosh, okay, inappropriate. Get them out of here, whoever threw it.
I think the first guy did it, and then the Joker on whatever night that the second time it happened was just like, I'm gonna do it too, guys.
Following the second incident, Angel Reese wrote a cheeky X post and joked about the Fever player Sidney Colson. Hey, at Sidney Colson, why do you keep throwing your mean green in different arenas? It's getting weird. That's fucked up.
that means she had already seen her toy.
And then
I was over the house and she was plugging
And then
herself.
Sophie Cunningham dropped an X post, stop throwing dildos on the court. You're going to hurt one of us.
Right?
I mean, she got a point
she's
there.
got a point. She could twist an ankle or catch a dick upside the head.
That's
out
what I'm saying.
there.
You get a fucking dildo upside the head, man. They fucking order them big
Probably
thick
not going to
motherfuckers.
land inside of you, but it might just thump your head up or you might trip on it or
Get
something.
mollywopped by a flying dildo.
The owners of the two sex toys have yet to be have yet to be publicly identified. But if the arena has identified the perpetrators, they would have been immediately removed from the space due to WNBA policy.
Right.
Fan code of conduct. Guests who engage in fighting, throwing objects, or attempting to enter the court will be immediately ejected. There you go. So it's against the rules.
Yeah.
But if you place it on there,
It's still not okay.
you know what I mean? What if you just bring it and set it on the
It says
seat?
throwing.
How about this? You buy 2 seats. You sit there next to your empty seat. You pull a
Just put
dildo
this
out.
up there.
It's got the suction cup on it, and you slap it on the back seat.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Boom.
How you know it's mine?
So, hey, look,
That's a
That's a
ticketed
good
seat.
point,
Somebody
too.
paid for this.
that's a ticketed seat. It's
I
my
don't know
ticketed
that
seat.
was there. Sir, how would I get a dildo inside security? I went through 3 checkpoints, sir. What kind of facility you running here where I can just get a dildo right by y'all when I go through security? You don't check for dildos, sir? Well, there could be a bomb inside that dildo. It could be a dick bomb. How do you not know that, sir?
You can't
What do you
claim
do
the
when they put the- what the-
can't
what-
claim the dildo, babe.
Well, look, what do you do when they put the kiss cam on you and the dildo? What you
I'm gonna have it's my sister, son. She's my sister. With the arrow.
That's an angle.
Oh shit!
It's a viable angle.
I just put this dick here to save her seat. You know what I mean? She's going to the bathroom. I don't really like people. I don't really have to tell nobody that
Yeah,
she's
seat's
taken.
taken.
So if I put a dick here, you're not going to want to sit here, right, sir? See, it's perfect. All right, next question.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, we're gonna have to bring this episode.
That's a good thinking.
We're gonna have to bring this episode of Mason and Friends show to a close.
Oh yeah.
We do want to thank you so much for listening. I'd like to encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new episodes.
Like, share, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits,
Yeah.
man. Keep
Don't be
moving
a cunt.
forward.
That's right. Or a cunt. Don't be a dick or a cunt. Keep it moving. Keep grinding on your shit. I don't know. Don't forget, we love you very much.
Love y'all.
We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Peace.
Gone.